Of all the celebrities that I've met in my life, and I've met a lot of biggies like George Burns, Jack Benny, Judy Garland, I would say Ronald Reagan was the most impressive person I've ever met. Not just because he was president, but because he had such a great sense of humor, and he had that little twinkle in his eye. He never took his eyes off you when you were speaking, and I was always impressed with that. And I couldn't figure it out, because most people that you talk to, they look at you and then they look away and then they look back, and Reagan just glued himself to you.
Yeah, right here, yes.
Richard Riley from South Carolina.
Yes, Dick.
Mr. President, after your close-up and personal summit in Geneva, can you tell us what's the best thing about Mikhail Gorbachev?
His name is worth 100 points in Scrabble.
And he loved humor. I mean, he just, and he loved my impression of him. And he used to say to me, "Rich, I think you do me better than I do. As a matter of fact, you do me so good that I put a clause in my will that says, when I pass away, they should bury you." We would end up, when the evening was over, and we would talk about his career and movies, and I would tell him some jokes and he would tell me some jokes. Nancy would sometimes get a little annoyed. She'd stick her head in the doorway and say, "Ron, people out here are waiting for you. We're having coffee." "Yes, well, I'm telling Rich that story about Errol Flynn." And she went, "Not the dirt story." "Yes, the dirt story." "Oh, Ronnie, please. That's a 10-minute story." "I'll give him the short version." He was so down to earth. He had no airs, and I don't think he had much of an ego at all. And we would talk a lot about movies and things. I remember one time I said to him, "Mr. President, is it true that you were the first person that they thought of to play the lead in Casablanca? Is that a true story?" And he looked at me and he said, "Yes, that is true. But unfortunately, I didn't get the part. They gave it to Ingrid Bergman."